And we're live.
All right. I wonder if I could get off of that and it's still recording.
You
Yeah, it's still recording.
Yeah, the red light is on.
Yeah.
So we're finally using a GoPro for our recording. And
It feels more comfortable too, huh? It actually feels like it doesn't have that full set view, like, oh, you have a tripod here and everything. Like,
yeah, I guess like super low key. So like
Mm.
I don't really feel like we're like, especially with us over here.
Mm.
I mean, when we get that tripod, it'll probably be that way. But either way, I kind of dig, especially the wide angle there. Like we could, because that thing's pretty close and it gets the whole room.
Yeah. It's no more than a foot and a half, 2 feet away. And it's getting everything. It's fucking technology, dude.
Right, yeah. It's pretty crazy what you can do with something that's well, in comparison to like other things. The way that it shoots is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but um did you notice the hat?
I did notice that. I noticed that the moment I got here, but I'm like, I'm not gonna ask him until we start recording, because I'm assuming that's a fucking archery hat.
It is an archery hat. Yeah, it is an archery hat. So it's
I'm pretty sure you noticed too. He's like, oh, this fucker noticed already,
know.
but he's not gonna talk.
I
about
noticed
it.
you.
So-
I noticed you noticing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I noticed you noticing it, and I noticed that you were gonna wait till we started. This is a brand. Actually, you remember that podcast with Joe Rogan? How you had that guy John Dudley, where he talks about the wolves.
Yeah.
That's this brand.
Hmm.
So he owns. It's called Knock On, and so it's kind of cool. Like
Why the devil horns though?
Okay, so on arrows,
Hmm.
the knock is what goes onto the bowstring itself. And it looks just like this. Like, so look, that's the knock.
Okay.
Look, grab my bow, it's in there so you could see. So he's grabbing the bow. It's just, pick it up, yeah. Just bring it up. Yeah. So look at.
Oh.
These are the knocks.
Oh, that kind of. Yeah, that kind.
Well,
of
this isn't the.
does
He
that
has his own brand actually, but
Mhm.
these are the knocks. So it's
Okay.
like knock on.
look.
So that's actually like a cool. That's a cool little reference that he has.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of dug the hat. The only issue is it's kind of big, but fuck it. I had to like cut the back because I don't like that shit hanging. off.
Oh,
Either way, whatever.
Amazon or
No.
through his website?
Yeah, I bought it through the website Knock On Archery.
That's cool.
But I think I might get like another hat. I'm not sure. I don't know through that. I don't know if it's
So did you end up Googling a different place to go and practice?
No, I
archery?
haven't.
Yeah.
No, well, I'm not gonna. Dude, the fucking setup back
Yeah.
here is sweet. Like, I'm not gonna. So I bought like a target, and I have. It's about maybe 10, 11 yards, and that's perfect for what I need right now.
Mm.
I don't think I want to.
They're getting better at it though too. Like at least the photos you've been Snapchatting us. are
Yeah,
like,
no, you know what?
yeah.
I've gotten more consistent. It's definitely a lot harder
do,
than it looks.
do you find it at like at 10, 15 yards? It's too much. It's too like. Oh, this is too. You're too close to it.
No.
Like, this isn't. This
No.
isn't gonna happen in real. In like
Well,
a hunting scenario.
Okay, yeah. I mean, in that, well, you never know, but
Yeah.
but for one, I'm not worried about that as far as like what hunting scenarios.
Mhm.
Only 'cause I just started. Like, I can't think about hunting when I can't even shoot on, like, I can't shoot tight groups on a consistent basis. Now I have gotten a lot better within the last week. Like, it's been less than a week actually. But I've been shooting every
You got it
day.
Thursday.
Yeah, but I mean, luckily I've been watching a bunch of videos of that
Mm.
guy John Dudley and like Cameron Haynes, but it's so crazy. Like I didn't really understand it when Joe Rogan was saying how like so many small things matter, and you have
When it
to
comes to archery,
right,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
have to
yeah.
be it has to be consistent every single time. Like the way you draw back the bow, the way you anchor, the way you hold the bow with your left hand, your shoulders, the way your feet are positioned, the way your head is looking, the way you look through the peep sight, the way like what you're aiming at, how how steady your hand is, how you release the arrow. It's all these things need to be exactly the same for you to be consistent every time. And every time for me, it's been different.
The only, not the only thing, but a very good, I guess, example of what you're talking about right now is, and I think people called me out on it 3 weeks ago. It's the first time in
For what?
months where I was playing like beer pong, right?
Oh.
But you know, I mean, it comes with a lot of like you know how you're saying that repetition, and like
Right.
a lot of basketball players have like when they're shooting free throws,
Right.
they have a what's it called?
You know what? Let's turn this way, because I feel like
Yeah.
we're really fucking close. No. You're on the other end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
There we go.
Oh yeah. Why didn't we think about that?
I
Anyways,
just thought
but they
about it.
have-
What are you
they
talking
have
about?
like a
Yeah, there we go.
what's the word I'm looking for? They have it's not a habit, but they have a ritual, right?
Right, like a
ritual of,
routine, yeah, like
routine
a-
of like, cool, I'm gonna bounce the ball 3 times,
Yeah, I mean, I have
clap a
that
little,
too. Yeah.
and then shoot the ball. 'Cause
Right.
You like you know your brain works great like that. So if I'm shooting a beer pong ball,
Mhm.
I tend to like at least what was I doing? Like I go 3 times like that, practice 3 times, and on the 4th, I'll let it go.
Right.
And people were like, dude, you shoot the same time. Like you're always shooting with that same little routine and
Right.
that same little habit. I'm like, I just feel comfortable that way. Like because you make it like that, you go like, oh, like I know it's gonna probably go in, or like my chances
Right.
of it going in are higher because I'm doing the same exact thing that I did 2 shots ago when I made it in. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's kind of like that. Obviously to a different
No,
discipline, but
it's totally
routines
it's,
work.
I mean, no, it's the same but different. Like and then obviously like I think what I'm gonna do, I need to find another place for sure, because like I've noticed that there are some things about the bow that I want to change, and I'm not 100% sure on how to do it yet. So like I want to change the draw length. So like the draw length is like from where you're at, like it's a little long, and I think right now it's set to 29.5 inches, if I'm not mistaken. I think, but it's not that difficult to change. I just don't know how to do it. So look. At the bottom, where is it? Right here at the bottom. You see these numbers? So these are letters, I should say.
Yeah.
Like you have to unscrew this and then put it to the one that you want, and each letter corresponds to the draw length. So I think.
So I'm pretty sure there's like a little tool, like a little.
Yeah, like I need to buy like those
screwdriver,
Allen wrenches.
some type of wrench,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then but you see this one needs to change. Well, this one needs to match the bottom one, but the bottom one I'm not quite sure how to change. Like you just need to. I think I'm not quite sure what screw it is. It's probably this one. But so you move it, and then you match this one with that one.
Okay.
And so this one's 29.5. I think E I think is 29, and I think I want it at either 29 or 28.5. Cause like I feel like I pull back too much, and I was watching some videos of like how to adjust your draw length, or what to know what your draw length is, and where the bow string curves from where the D loop is. And for those of you that don't know, D loop is like where you put your release. For those of you who don't know, the release is how you release the bow. So it's either like it's like one of these handheld things or something that ties over your wrist. I don't remember what they're called, but anyway, it's that where it curves. So it's supposed to be at the end of your mouth or a little past it.
Okay, yeah.
This shit
I saw
is on
some
my
of those
cheek.
guys, practicing.
Yeah, this shit is on my cheek. So I know for sure it needs to be like an inch or an inch and a half. Like that was mine.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, you can't hear that. They won't hear that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like an inch and a half, or an inch or a half an inch, I should say. And then not only that though, the sight, I need to like dial in the sight better. Like I just want to dial the bow in, so that way
You feel like when you went that day, they didn't make that bow for you. They just kind of like, this is cool. Like this is gonna be good enough.
Yeah,
for,
like can
for
you
right
draw
now.
it back? Okay,
they're
cool.
like,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
good enough.
Okay.
I didn't feel like they dialed in it. Like
they
they
didn't
dialed.
personalize it for you.
Right. No. Yeah, I didn't feel that way at all.
And yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like bows should probably personalize.
No, these are super personal, dude. Like I had to change. Look, check the release out. Grab it. It's right behind you. It's right there. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what I did this morning. All right. So I bought this release.
Oh, you bought? This is a new one?
No. This is the one.
That's the one. Okay.
Yeah. So I was watching this thing where like your finger on the trigger needs to be like this. Shit, super sensitive. Like that. Like, right? So when I had it, this thing, when I first bought it, this was over here. So I moved it over, and I feel like that made a big difference. So that way when I'm here, I can just do that, like instead of like having like this, that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So this is like, I did this for me. Now I need to do that for the bow. So that way it's more tailored to me, to my length,
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go, I don't know, I might go back to that place. I don't know. We'll see. But I might find another place and just ask if they can, like, if they're willing to, help me dial in the bow. Because at the same time, like, I'm not that good yet. So I don't know if, like, what I want to do, I want to know that bow is shooting straight when you have the right technique. So that way, if I know that it doesn't go straight, something's flawed
with your okay.
Right.
Well, that's why that young guy was, or he was kind of like saying that, oh, like your level might, or not the level, but I mean maybe
the sight
was a little off,
right?
And he was adjusting.
No, it was for
right?
sure off. It was for sure off. Now I think we got it closer to what it's supposed to be because like I've been shooting fairly good.
Yeah.
But I just want to make sure that someone that's been shooting for fucking years shoots it and says, oh, it's just a little off, or no, this is fine, or no, we need to tweak it this way, such and so on. It's like, I really just want to get the sight dialed in, and I want to make the draw length shorter. That's really all I want to do. It's funny though, dude. This fucking bow could have easily cost me $1,000 though.
You saw it online?
Well, I was looking at like the other things, dude. So this, the arrow rest, this is a Whisker Biscuit. These things are this one in particular is fucking cheap. Believe it or not.
How much is it when you say cheap?
Like $30.
Okay.
There's rests that are like $150.
Shit.
Yeah. This sight is a cheap ass sight. This is $30. Another $30, maybe like $40, something like that. There's some that are $200. The stabilizer is like $20, some shit. There's like fucking $50, $60 stabilizers.
Fuck.
And then
well, I mean, so the bow, the actual body is
right.
What cost you $700, like cost you $600 to $700.
Yeah, well the body itself cost me $500.
No. Okay. So if you would have bought the body by itself, it would have just been $500. But no one does that. Do people do that?
How the hell are you gonna have the bow rest or the sight or the stabilizer? You need.
Well, what if you have those already, like an old bow?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Then you
can switch them over. Yeah.
You
can. Yeah. You
okay,
could. You could potentially.
They would
switch
sell you that. They would sell.
Yeah.
you
There's. Yeah. This is just because I don't have anything, right?
Yeah.
So this is just like, okay. These are the basics. You can start shooting.
Yeah.
So. As of right now, I don't care for the Whisker Biscuit and the stabilizer. Like, that's okay with me. But later on, I want to get a better sight.
Okay.
But that's all. For right now. Like, and I mean later on, like maybe in a year or so. Because right now, I need to be able to shoot better first. Because none of that shit matters unless I'm, like, shooting good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But other than that, I might buy some.
I mean, if you get good at not crappy parts. I mean, obviously, it's not a crappy part. It's a $700 bow. It's
right.
Not the shittiest fucking Toys R Us.
No. This is actually like it's like
a good starter bow. It's a good starter bow.
It's better than a starter bow. Yeah, like I was actually looking it up, and this is like a Pro Series model.
Okay.
But like the lower end Pro Series model, you know what I mean? And so I definitely bought a dope bow.
Yeah.
You know?
Good.
So I'm super fucking happy with it, like I said, I just want to dial it in better. I want to buy some more arrows because I already fucked one up actually.
Are those good arrows?
I have no clue. They're probably not, but I don't really care, because like I said, I want to learn how to shoot good first, have the right technique. Then once I start noticing
Start
that it's like
upgrading.
my gear is what's fucking up, then
Yeah.
I'll upgrade it. But as
right
of right now,
it's not the gear. It's the
no, it's me.
you have to just practice and practice and practice.
Right. And it's cool. Like, I think it's cool that I have. This is such a perfect thing for me right now. I think because like you know how sometimes I'm locked up in here,
Mm-hmm.
and like I want to be outside. And you know
Yeah.
how you and I both talk about like going outside, like the way you like to go outside for a cigarette and
That's
stuff like that.
the worst thing, but yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
so now I have a reason to go outside.
yeah. That's
So like
actually
I'll
very
be
fucking
I'll be like in here for a couple hours and I'll go outside and shoot some arrows for like 30 minutes and then
Mhm.
come back and I'll feel fine, you know?
true. Yeah.
So it's like super dope. Like I think it's really cool. My only thing is that I wish I had like I wish you were into it or I wish like someone
you
else
should had a
was-
community or somebody who's also
yeah,
with it,
you know, someone that that's like, "Oh yeah, dude, like let's go over something like that." Or like we
Yeah.
can shoot bows. Like I mean, that's not to say that you won't eventually buy one cuz maybe
Yeah.
you would, but
probably. I really liked the those compound bows are cool, but the long ones,
yeah.
what are they called?
They're called recurve
The
bows.
recurve bows.
Yeah.
They're like really cool. I mean, obviously these kids were fucking badass, but they had that recoilable. Is that recoil?
Recurve.
The recurve bow all hooked up and had a little stand for it and everything.
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
looked so fucked. Like in my head, all I was thinking was like, oh my god, this is like the Last Samurai. These guys are so fucking badass. Like,
Oh,
they're
right.
probably Chinese, not Japanese at all. But I mean, just in my head, I'm like, God, this is tradition for them. This is like our version of
I didn't even think
of
that.
a Mexican version or
You
a
know
Spaniard
what?
version of bull riding. You know,
Right, yeah.
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
something like or like the matador shit. For them, it's like fucking archery.
You know what's so crazy? When I came home that day, my mom was tripping balls.
Yeah.
So was my dad. What the fuck are you doing home? You brought a weapon.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it like that at all. Like, I mean, yeah, I did. Like, well, okay, maybe not at all. But I looked at it like archery, you
Hmm.
know? They
Hmm.
looked at it like you're going to
Weapon.
fucking kill someone.
Yeah.
You know? Like, we just went to that
I thought-
place.
I thought of it in like 50-50, but I liked it for self-defense because I'm not a gun I don't
Oh, right.
I like the whole gun thing. I don't mind. I totally believe that yeah, if the Second Amendment's there, let's respect it and let's not get rid of all guns or
Uh-huh.
anything. You know, look at
Right.
Diesel's gun. That shit was
Right.
fucking amazing. You got that Snapchat. It was
I
like
saw it.
I don't know, AR or
It's
something.
probably
or-
an AR-15 or something like
It
that.
was beautiful. It was nice. You know, it's a good collector's item.
Right.
But I just wouldn't feel comfortable having a gun in my house. That's just me.
Right.
But I would feel there's something about a bow, and we actually talked about this in my class where like, a little kid can't pull
No, fuck.
50 pounds
no,
of
this,
tension.
yeah,
or
no way.
Whatever, 80, 70 pounds, 40 pounds of tension.
Yeah,
Can't
no,
even
there's-
pull 20 pounds of tension.
Probably
you know?
not.
That right there is already a safety precaution for kids.
Right.
Like two, honestly that's probably like that's the only one they have, but that's a big one. Guns don't have that. Guns have a safety which you could switch with a finger and all of a sudden you have
Yeah.
the power of a sun in your hand.
But the only
know?
the only thing though is now if you miss once, good luck trying to get another bow, like another
well,
arrow.
of course, yeah, but that's again that comes with training
Right,
and
right.
practice.
I'll tell you what though, it's better to have a bow than to have a knife.
Fuck yeah. I mean,
Because you're gonna
just-
because you have that distance already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, in my there was some type of home invasion going on and some person's coming in and I'm scared or something. That would probably be my go-to. Like I would get my bow and like throw out a warning shot, and I mean odds are a guy's gonna go like, holy shit, this guy just shot a fucking arrow at me.
yeah, that's kind of
Fuck
crazy.
this,
yeah.
like we're going Hunger Games status right now.
Right,
like
right,
screw
right.
this shit. I'm fucking out. Like it's
And
not
you-
worth the DVD player or the
Right,
TV that I'm trying to fucking
right.
get to get a fucking
Can you
to
imagine
get an
if you're-
arrow in my eye,
Can
know?
you
So-
imagine if you're a thief and like
You
it's
see a
one thing to expect
fucking
like
arrow.
a gun, but like a fucking arrow getting shot at you? That's pretty
it's like
crazy.
A guy, imagine if you're going to a house and you see a fucking dude with like a night suit. Like those
Oh,
old
right.
school. And he's like, "You picked the wrong house,
Motherfucking
buddy.
dude.
You picked the wrong house." You're just like, "Holy shit!"
That's so fucking
Kind of
funny.
like that,
Yeah, I mean, did you see?
I thought about it. I talked to Loda, and she's like, "That's actually like," she's like, because she's very anti-guns and
Right.
like, well, just guns in general. But like, she would do a taser or a pepper spray or something. But she's
Yeah.
like, I actually like the idea of a bow because it has that like, you respect the weapon because the weapon asks for the respect.
Right.
You know, so and with guns it's so. I mean, yeah, they're trying to do the whole fingerprint thing now. You know, with guns and
Hmm.
they're trying to pass all these things, but it's not passed. This is passed already. You don't
Yeah.
even need a fucking license.
No,
for
you
this,
don't.
You know?
No.
I love that.
I mean, I'd
That's
still
really
probably buy a gun, but
yeah. I
not
mean,
right now.
again, like
I
don't.
just bought
I
a
don't.
fucking bow.
I've never
I coulda
shot
bought
a gun. You
oh,
know,
well,
so
there
I
you go.
don't know.
You see, that's probably
Yeah.
why you feel unsafe without with
No,
having a gun
I
at, because
definitely
you don't
feel
know how to use
like
it.
going to a shooting range and all that will change my perception of what a gun is. You know, I mean, I get it. They're
Yeah.
great
Well,
defensive
yeah, I
weapons.
mean,
You know,
but
and
you have
they've
to know how
probably
to
saved
use
so
it
many
to,
lives, but they've also taken so many.
of course.
So that's why the debate's there. Like,
I mean,
nobody goes,
honestly,
"Oh,
though,
fuck,
the-
you're not gonna walk around with this on your back."
I mean,
You know?
but there's a difference there. So, like, for me, I bought this bow because I want to hunt.
Yeah.
Like, when I told you that, like a month or 3 months, how long ever, I was fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a bunch of people were like, "Oh, dude, yeah, whatever." Like, nah, dude, I fucking bought the bow, and now I just need to get good at shooting, and then one day I'm gonna go fucking kill fucking deer
Mm-hmm.
or something. Now, buying a gun, I'm totally not against it, but if you buy a handgun, what the fuck are you gonna kill with that? Like, what's the purpose other than self-defense? Like,
Yes.
I mean, not to say that that's not a big purpose, but like,
Yeah.
you know, like,
There's a joke. A comedian goes, "These are called assault rifles for a reason." He's like, "They're not called fucking defense rifles." You know, and like it's like
Right.
a huge joke. It's like some comedian on Netflix, like some of the teams put it on, and I'm like, it's so true. I mean, it's in the fucking name. It's called an assault rifle. You're assaulting some. It's an assault on something. Again, obviously, there's so many self-defense stories
Right.
of people using a gun, but it's not a defensive weapon. It's an assault weapon.
well, I think when
You know?
you're, I mean, it depends on what the other person has. Like, you know,
Yeah, but it's not a
home
fucking
invasion.
shield. It's
No.
not Captain America's fucking shield that's gonna protect you from anything. It's something that's gonna put damage on somebody else.
Right.
You know, so that's right there something that a lot of people have to take into consideration. And again, like you said, a handgun, you're not gonna go fucking go. You're not. I mean, you could kill a deer with a fucking handgun with like a Desert Eagle or something like that. But most people aren't gonna go do that shit. Most
No,
people have it for.
I
fucking
mean, if I
defense.
was gonna have a gun, it'd be because I go hunting and I want to carry a gun with me.
Yeah, that's
You know?
that's what we said. Like if I ever go hunt, which not ever, when I go hunting, I will feel 10 times more comfortable.
Oh, dude, there's no.
going-
I think it'd be stupid
you
if
know?
you went hunting and didn't have a gun.
Yeah,
Like if you
yeah.
went bow hunting and didn't have a gun,
I don't. That doesn't mean, and people will go like, oh well, then you're being a hip. Like you want to have a gun. I'm like, no. Like somebody else. Again, I don't mind having a gun for occasions like that.
right.
I just wouldn't want it in my house. Like when
Right.
I have kids and when things like that could happen. And he says it like, people get sad, people get depressed, people have really bad problems, and all of a sudden you're like, it's so simple, and it's like, and screw me, like, me at that age, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be having through these these dramas. But what if I have a 14-year-old little girl or kid who's having issues and he knows that dad has a safe,
That, that's true.
it's just you're again. There's so many other ways, but it's
Yeah.
just you're eliminating one way, and it's like, oh well, security. Fucking get a home defense. Get a secure. What's
Yeah.
it called? Like
Well, when someone,
Allstate or
but when
whatever
someone
shit.
breaks in, they're not gonna give it like, and they
Yeah.
don't care about the because other than the ringing, there's really nothing else that'll stop them unless they like.
it's ringing and a fucking arrow going through the window.
Well, that- yeah, that-
and a
well,
fucking
I
arrow
don't
going
think
through.
I don't think this would. I don't think this kind of bow would go through
break
a window.
glass. You don't think so?
Go through.
But it would break it.
It'd break it, but it wouldn't go through. I don't think. I'm not sure. I haven't tested that. It might.
I feel like it.
It depends on the weight. It depends on the weight of the arrow
For
and
sure.
and the weight of that
Yeah.
you're pulling.
Why does this keep on spinning?
It's
like that?
because. So okay.
You think it's probably just a shitty.
No, it's just because you didn't have it tight.
Oh, okay. Remember, these are $30 on Amazon. The fucking little stand.
There you go.
There you go. Cool.
No, these are good stands.
Yeah, for $30, man.
Yeah, these are
Fucking
you bought.
incredible.
These are really
Well,
good.
not the stand. The stand was $10.
Oh, right.
But it didn't come with the. This is the what are they called? The
These are just
mic
mic
holders.
clips.
The mic clips for the with the mics. that
Yeah,
came in
dude,
for $30, man.
fucking mic clips. You can use anything.
Yeah. But anyways, I was like, when I saw, I'm like, oh, dude, but I didn't want to go over the conversation we're talking about right now.
For what?
But LA Times just like because I have them set on my phone and stuff with like important updates and stuff like
Right.
that. Washington Post, the Al Jazeera one too. But so Los Angeles was elected, or I guess it was chosen to host the 2021 Super Bowl as of like 10 minutes ago.
Wow, that's fucking
So
crazy.
in 2021, what is that from now? 5 years? 4 years? 4 years? 5 years. 5
4
years.
or 5,
2016.
5 years.
So in 5 years, we're gonna fucking host the Super Bowl.
That's fucking insane.
And there's not even a fucking building up yet.
That's so crazy, actually.
That's crazy shit.
Have they started building it?
I have no idea. You know, we know fucking Juan, and I know they're built. That's what they're doing, right? The whole at least last time I checked,
What?
the what's it called? Where the forum's at, right next to it. It was that horse.
Oh yeah, it's
what
Hollywood
was it?
Park.
Hollywood Park.
Yeah, I've been there.
You been there? I've never been in that one.
Yeah,
Been to the Santa Ana.
Santa Anita.
Santa Anita, but I think that's what they're using. They're using that space
yeah, it's a
for the
fucking
Super Bowl.
huge
Yeah, yeah.
space. So I mean, it makes the most sense. I mean, because it's already there. You know, you just need to like the parking is there. You just
Yeah.
need to like.
It's gonna
build
be
a
right next to the
stadium.
forum, so that's gonna fucking boost.
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
Sales for the
I'll
forum.
tell you what, man. It's gonna gentrify the shit out of that location.
What is that? Linwood or Inglewood? That's
Inglewood.
Inglewood, huh?
Right.
Fuck.
It's gonna be like.
I don't know, man. I mean, that doesn't always happen. Like,
Cause think about it. Okay, well, let's just say back in the day when the Forum
look
and the
at
Lakers used to
Staples
play.
Center, right?
Well, when the Lakers used to play at the Forum, right? I don't know for sure. Actually, I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the area was still fairly the same, right? As far as like things around it, like was there commercial spaces around it where people could go to restaurants and shit like that? Was there? I don't know. Okay, well, I'm assuming that after this particular stadium is built,
Mm-hmm.
look what happened at the Staples Center. They built LA Live.
Oh, okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like at the Hollywood Park, they're gonna build in that surrounding
Yeah.
location,
Yeah,
like
maybe.
something
I mean,
like that.
again, like the only one where I could think of where they didn't do that, or where you still drive, and I mean, I'm pretty sure there's restaurants around it that like obviously were built because they knew that 70,000 like people were gonna get out of the stadium, and let's say a quarter of those people are hungry, they're gonna walk
So
out. The Dallas Stadium, but
Oh,
but
right,
again,
right,
it's
right.
not. Well, because you have the Dallas, the Cowboys Stadium, and then
Uh-huh.
you have the Texas Rangers
Right.
Stadium
Uh-huh.
right next. They're literally like 100 yards away,
Wow.
less like 50 yards away from each other.
Wow.
So yes, I remember I asked Lore's cousin like, hey, has there ever been a Sunday where there's a a football game going on and a baseball game going on? And he's like, I'm not
Oh,
really
it's
sure,
kind of like
man,
the
but-
Angel Stadium and
Huh.
Honda Center, like that. Because they're right
Yeah,
next to each
yeah,
other.
yeah. It's even closer than that though, because
Right.
even Angels.
They should have seen parking. You say?
Oh fuck yeah, they of course they share the same parking. They
Wow.
have to. Yeah, but like Honda Center and well, I guess they're super.
They're
close
super.
too.
I mean, they're not as
but
close
they're not
like
like
that.
50 yards.
They're like maybe like
when you park
like a
for
mile.
the stadium for the Dallas Stadium, the Cowboys Stadium, you could walk to the Rangers Stadium if you wanted to in like the same amount of time that you would walk to the Cowboys Stadium.
Holy
in the
shit,
parking lot.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude. And I never even knew that, but again, it's kind of like that stadium, those two stadiums around it. It doesn't really seem like there's a
like a
nightlife or
thriving community.
like a new community that kind of sprouted from it. Not really.
Maybe not. I mean,
But-
it just depends on. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens in the coming years.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. But I definitely think that community is gonna change.
Fuck yeah. Hopefully for the
some
best.
some
too.
kind of
That's-
change. You know.
People always say, I mean, this is coming from people who have been, raised in LA and everything. And people always say, who are not from LA, like, oh, Compton, right? It has such a
Right.
bad rap, such a
Right.
terrible place.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad. I mean, again, like there's certain parts of Compton that, yeah, like you don't want to walk,
Right.
even
Right.
drive through. No pun intended. Or like
Yeah.
drive through. But I think Inglewood's fucking worse. I feel
Yeah,
like
I
people
mean,
don't
it's
know
all
about Inglewood.
relative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, we can't really say either because we're not there. Like, because I
Yeah,
could tell
that's true.
I could tell people that I live in Pico, and they'll be like,
Say the same thing about Pico.
damn, isn't
oh
that
my god, how do you live?
Right,
How
right.
do you survive?
Like I had someone tell
Wow.
me that in somewhere, and the dude lived in Bellflower.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. And
Wow.
he's like, "Damn, dude, Pico, fuck."
I would say like damn, dude, Bellflower.
That's yeah,
Fuck.
that's what I know. I would
Yeah.
feel like that,
Yeah.
you know. And he was telling me this, dude. So like for us to say like, "Damn, Inglewood" or something, I really
Yeah.
don't know. Like I don't live there. I don't know what the community is like on a day to
That's
day
true.
basis.
But like I said, like there's certain. I remember one time we went with Steve's like coworker who lived in. I think it was Compton. I think it was the
Yeah.
city of Compton, but he was like 5 minutes away from Long Beach, I guess, or from like North. I don't know, whatever it was part of Long Beach.
Right.
Dude, the houses were so fucking nice. Like, I wanted to live. Like, I saw those houses and I'm like, damn, this is better than Pico. Like some parts of Pico. You know what it looked like? It looked like the by the golf course.
Oh,
Like
right.
those new, built in the '90s,
Yeah.
2-story houses.
Well, you know what's
they all look the
happening is
same.
that a lot of these families that live in the inner cities like Compton, Inglewood, South Central, such, a lot of them are moving out
Mm-hmm.
into like Palmdale, Moreno Valley,
Mhm.
Fontana, like out in
It's cheaper.
because it's cheaper. You get a bigger house, maybe for the same amount of
Mhm.
money. I don't know. And then those places are getting renovated. I went to Palmdale for my cousin's daughter's birthday at his grandma's house
Okay.
from his
So
from his
cousin's
dad's
daughter's
side.
birthday at his grandma's house.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
from his daughter's
so
side.
your cousin's
For-
grandma. Your cousin wouldn't your cousin's grandma be your
No,
grandma?
because it's from his dad's side.
Oh, okay.
And we
okay.
have the same grandma
okay.
on the mom's
yeah, I
side.
gotcha.
So anyway, she lives in Palmdale.
Mm.
Dude, it was a gated community of hell. Like it was a fucking gated community, but it looked like, no, I shouldn't say it was that bad, but
sketchy gated
it
community.
was a sketchy gated
Never
community.
hear of that shit.
No, seriously.
What?
Yeah, seriously. It looked a little sketch balls, you know what I mean? Like
So what the fuck are they gate? Like, what do they need gates for?
no, well, cuz it wasn't made like the gated community was supposed to be for a gated community, you know what I mean? But it's just the people that live
People
there.
started moving in.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I
Yeah.
said, all the people from the inner cities are moving out
Yeah.
there.
Well,
So that's why I'm not surprised that things like that are happening in
Mhm.
Compton.
yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to happen in Inglewood once that
Yeah.
stadium
Well,
gets
I mean,
built.
Fuck. What's the city? The right by oh my god. What's that? Where's the port or whatever that like protocols San Pedro,
Yeah,
right? San
yeah.
Pedro. What's that city that's next to it? That's where Danny lives. Remember Danny, Steve's friend.
I don't know where he lives.
Fuck.
Marina
What-
Del Rey?
It's it's
No.
like right next to San Pedro. Like literally, like it's the bridge and it's that city.
Oh,
But I remember
Segundo?
we went to like
I don't know.
we went there one day and he's like, "Oh, dude, this city's bad." And I'm like, "This city looks fucking nice. What are you talking about?" He's
Yeah.
like, "No, dude, even San Pedro is bad." I'm like, it's a fucking beach town. What do you mean by bad? Like when I go to San Pedro, like it's nice. You know, the houses look nice and everything, but like for me, that's the hard like beach cities in LA, or at least in LA County, in Orange County. It's really hard for me to imagine a fucking dangerous beach town.
Right.
Besides Long Beach, like
Well,
certain
because-
parts of Long Beach,
no,
but when
well,
somebody goes like,
the
"Oh,
the
Redondo
end,
Beach,
like,
man."
like Long Beach,
Ugh.
it's the end parts of Long Beach.
yeah,
Like the ones that are further east.
that are not by the beach.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Cause like, I've been one of my friends, Roland. He's a rapper. He lived in Long Beach, and I remember one time I was like waiting for him, and at his apartment, and I just decided to drive around.
Mm.
Well, in the time of me driving around, I went through some of the most ghetto spaces I've been in.
yeah.
And literally like 3 blocks away, it was like hipster white
Beautiful.
families
Yeah.
walking by. Like
Fucking weird.
it was
yeah.
so crazy to me. Like I
Yeah.
hadn't seen that before. Like
Mm. That's kind of how Belmont Shore is too. Like there's little parts of Belmont where you like drive 15, not even 15, fuck 15, like 5 minutes away
Yeah.
from whatever
From
that
the
main
shore,
street on
right.
Belmont Shore is. And you're like, whoa, where the fuck did
yeah,
I just
dude,
go?
it's crazy. It's crazy. Like
Long
within-
Beach is so weird like that.
It's like
Long
within-
Beach is so weird.
it's so true because
Yeah.
like there's some places in Long Beach that look super nice
Mm-hmm.
and are probably really expensive, and you can live in the
Yep.
same fucking city,
Yep.
10 minutes away,
Mhm.
and it can be
Where was it? It was I think it was Long Beach, but we went. What's Seal Beach, right? Seal Beach is right next to Long Beach. I think.
Yes.
So me and Lode
think.
we went there one day, and then we kind of took PCH down, and we went to a little like little marina or something right by there. And we were like, holy fuck! You see all like Oklahoma, like all these college flags,
Right.
Oklahoma,
Oh, right.
USC.
Yeah.
I think we went one time too, right? Me and you, or to like just walk, like just chill around there.
No, I don't think it was
No?
me.
It's probably just chill. Yeah, but yeah, you see that shit and you're like this, and then we looked it up because we were so like, what the fuck is this place? I've never even been here. Like, where is this in the map? And we looked it up and it was Long Beach.
Yeah.
I'm like, these
I'm not-
houses are easily multi-million-dollar houses.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers just chilling there.
Well, that's the way the community,
You know,
that's the way that Southern California is.
Man.
That's
Fucking-
that's pretty crazy, actually. But I feel like if you have a piece of the pie here, you bet stay here and not move out. Like in this particular city, like I mean, Pico's gotten so much better in the over the years, and well, I don't know, cause like I feel like think about the people.
Pico's expensive, man. I mean, yeah, like average house. I mean, well, this is a perfect time to kind of like talk about like Henado, and he knows the average prices around here. But just on what we look at, like at least Lode looks around for the house right in front of her, which was a 2-bedroom,
Yeah.
one bathroom house, was
Mhm.
selling for $400,000.
It's insane.
$400,000 for a fucking 2-bedroom house, dude.
Yeah.
In Pico Rivera.
Right.
That's nuts.
Well-
right now, at least, because right now it's a good time, right? It's a
Well,
good
I mean,
market
you have
spot.
to take into consideration inflation.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
it's also just the market. Like the market's gone back up. It's not that seller's market. It is a seller's market now. It's not a buyer's market, right?
Yeah.
But
It's it's kind of crazy when I hear people say like, I remember 10 years ago I used to pay this much money for something, and now it's like twice as much or whatever the difference is. No shit. I don't
some
think
things, yeah.
you
I
know.
mean, I think like
what
there's
was the
certain
minimum
goods
wage
that-
before?
Yeah,
I remember 10 years ago, $9 at like getting paid $9 at In and Out was like, fuck, you should work there.
really.
I-
Not 9,
Totally, dude.
maybe 10, like 10 years ago.
No, yeah, or whatever it was. Like it was like, damn, that's like a fucking decent like starting wage, you know? And now
I think
$9
minimum-
to get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna start with
I think the minimum wage still is like $10.
Yeah, it's-
in California, not the U.S.
what's
And I think in
what's-
LA it's different. Yeah, look it up really quick. But I think, well, that's what they try to put in, right? That like I know San Francisco did that with like $15 minimum wage, or either San Francisco or
No,
Seattle.
they passed it.
They passed it,
Yeah,
but I'm not
like
sure.
$10.
Yeah, this is in LA. It's fucking like
that's the minimum wage.
Mm-hmm. It's cost of living though too, dude. I mean, look again. We just look at what we just said. I mean, Lode last time was talking about how like these places in Inglewood and Compton that we find and we say that, oh shit, you don't want to live there. That's a sketchy place to live. Those houses are running for like $300,000-$400,000 now.
Right.
LA is, I think, one of the most expensive cities to live in the United States.
Like
And
LA,
it's only
LA.
gonna LA, like yeah, and even I mean, these are technically the suburbs, right? This is the suburbs of LA, and it's only gonna get worse, I mean, Boyle Heights, East LA. Like
Well,
we
I
talk
mean-
about this all the time. How East LA
Right.
now is just like it's exploding with price. Like the prices are going up and up. Boyle Heights, same thing, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
It's what's happening with Boyle Heights.
But I mean, it's expected when wages are going up. Like that's the whole point. Like you can't expect things to stay stagnant
yeah,
when
of
wages go
course.
up.
Yeah.
Like I just never understood that.
But is it going up too high too fast? I mean, again, like that's
Like
that
creating a whole
just got-
bubble again.
maybe. I mean, that's what's kind of going on with San Francisco.
Maybe
and all
we
that
should ask
shit.
Christian Bale.
Why?
You totally missed that reference.
Because of a bubble?
Yeah. Maybe we should ask Christian Bale.
Oh, because of
Yeah.
the fucking movie.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it.
Not Spotlight.
Hey Jamie, check it out. What's that fucking movie called?
Fuck. The short, no,
Yeah,
the Big Short.
The
The
Big
Big
Short.
Short.
The
Yeah, I
Big
was gonna say
Short.
the short list, but the Big Short, dude. Fuck that. I mean, and he even says it at at the end of at the end of the whole movie. What's he investing all his money now on? Water.
Water.
You know, and we were talking about this in like the one of the classes, like with like healthcare and how much it's because we have there's a graph that it's fucking crazy. I wish we could have that like synchronized thing where you could go online and show people what the graph is.
You
but,
could. Well, you could.
Well, we don't know how to do it. Yeah,
I know
mean,
how to do it.
well, just next time, you know.
Well, I
But-
think the way that we can
Yeah.
do it, because we edit these videos afterwards
Yeah.
anyways, is what we can record our screen.
Yeah, but there's this graph that we found
Here, let me
out.
just do it real quick because it's super easy.
But there's a graph that I mean, I don't know what the website is though. You know, I have it
Oh,
bookmarked on my laptop
well, I
or
just
something.
record the screen either way.
It's fine, dude.
And
That's
it's
fine.
not gonna take that long, dude. Relax.
But we're not gonna use it.
Well, you never know.
You just want to show me.
No. I'm saying like we could. So now, if I refer to something on the internet, I can fucking find it.
Okay. But anyways,
Yeah, go
it was
ahead.
a graph. It was a graph of showing the cost of the average cost for things, you know, and for an average American making, I think at in the 50s they were making like 2 something an hour, 4 something an hour, whatever it was.
Right.
And the average cost for like groceries was like X amount, and you know it actually got lower
Mm-hmm.
as you know today,
Yeah.
like in modern times. And the cost of iPods and like electronics, which you kind of compare to like I guess entertainment things like
Okay.
radio, TVs
Yeah,
back then, that's gone down compared to like they based it on like the average work days it would take for a person to work, like how many days it would take that person to work to complete that purchase. You know?
yeah.
or to
I
pay
see what
that.
you're saying.
But with healthcare, it was like it used to be like 8 days, and now it's like 40 something days for
Wow.
healthcare. Like it's just fucking quadrupled.
You know what? There's a. Did you see the new Bill Maher?
There wasn't one this week.
No, from last.
Oh,
week, I
last week?
think,
Yeah,
with,
I saw it. Yeah.
With Michael Moore.
Yeah.
You know,
Have you seen his document? I fucking
Yeah,
want to watch.
And
that
I haven't
shit,
seen
man.
it, but it's well, he said something interesting on there that like if you have like universal health care and then like they tax you more, but then they'd get rid of co-pays, it'd get rid of like he was saying that like yeah, we think about like certain like getting taxed more, right?
Mhm.
But then at the end of the day, we still have to pay like co-pays. We still have to pay for medication and
Yeah,
shit
you
like
said
that. So
that
those kinds of
other countries don't have that.
right, but they get taxed more,
Yeah.
but they don't have
Yeah,
to pay
they
for
get taxed more
co-pays and they
upfront.
don't
That's
have
kind
to
of what
pay for
Bernie was
medication and
what's
shit like
he
that.
what's he
Right.
what he's advocating. Yeah, you're gonna get taxed more,
Right.
but hey, your education's gonna be free now. At
Yes.
least for let's say 70% of Americans.
you don't
now.
have to
You
pay
don't have
for
to
health
pay for-
insurance. You don't have to
Yeah,
pay for
But
like
yeah, you're gonna pay a
co-pays.
little bit up front
Right.
in your taxes. Like
But
you're gonna have to pay
Michael
more. but-
Michael Moore was saying that it's actually more beneficial. Like you'd actually save more money
Fuck
in the
yeah.
longer
I mean,
run.
school loans alone, right?
Right.
Like imagine if you could do a monthly payment or like something that. But again, it's people going. Well, I already went to school. I don't want to pay taxes for other kids to go to school. I paid my dues. I have to pay these loans now.
But at the same time,
People,
it's still
you know-
like medical bills and shit like that. Like, think about having to go to the doctor and not having, even if you have health insurance, you still have to pay some kind of money up front. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like,
yeah, well, most of the time. Huh? Sometimes,
Yeah.
you don't always, but yeah, like there's. Again, everybody's healthcare plan is
Right.
so fucking different. Like
Right.
it's so there's so many little loopholes with like, oh sure, your deductible might be this, so this didn't this little checkup doesn't include that because you need your insurance pays for $1,500. That's the minimum that you have to spend, so your insurance kicks in for some of these emergencies or something like, yeah, and you're just like what like why does that like how does this work? So or with it's I mean just the fact that different states have different prices monthly averages for their premiums, like their monthly premiums. You fuck, like you see how like New York has like 300, California has 400,
yeah,
like average monthly premiums, right? And then fucking Colorado has like 180 or 150. So a guy in Colorado or whatever state, New Mexico
Yeah.
is paying twice as, or he's paying You're paying twice as much as a guy over there who's getting insurance because he lives in that fucking state. Because insurance companies go like, hey, you live in California, right? You like the good life? You could pay a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, like hand us over a little bit more cash a month.
Yeah.
And they could do that because there's no law that says that you can't do that. And it just, yeah, like that like people were like, oh, you're really passionate about this shit. I'm like, look, you see other countries who are not fucking are not going through a meltdown
Yeah.
because of this. Like, it's just fucking
By the way,
simple
did you see
shit.
that Bernie was here yesterday?
He's here right now. He's here right now in Anaheim.
Oh, in Anaheim. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in Boyle Heights yesterday.
Yeah.
One of my boss, Rico, he was there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he
Dope.
saw him speak. Fucking old guy. That's pretty
fucking
crazy.
dope.
Yeah, that's really sick.
I saw that Steve was he was in class and it's in Anaheim, and he had the geotag of Anaheim, and Bernie put the geotag of Anaheim. I was gonna take a photo and tell Steve like, dude, you're like fucking 5 minutes from there. Go, but
He probably doesn't have time.
That guy's a fucking. I mean, he's a great. You know, it's a great hope, but that hope's like 85-95% sure that it's not gonna happen. Like, he's
Right.
not gonna get it. But it's cool that he's still like.
Like
still
he's like
pushing
going through all the
and
way.
going
Yeah,
in,
that's
like,
sick.
It just shows that he's not a quitter.
Well,
you know?
well, there's still, you know what's worth more than him is the
That's
idea.
Super, like he was a hipster. He wasn't even a hipster. He was a hippie in the
Right,
60s.
right.
You know, he was a hippie in the 60s
Right.
where he thought of these ideas and he doesn't quit. Like he's been preaching.
Well, dude,
he's been preaching
I
these
think
same
it's
ideas. For
I think it's important
couple
for
of
him
years.
to continue to, even though he's not going to win
yeah.
the
You know, that's
election.
why
Like I
Burrito
still
was
think
like, "Are you gonna vote for him?" Sure, but is it like
he
he's like,
gonna
you think he's gonna win, man? You think he's gonna go? Like I'm like, dude, I don't like.
Well, like I said,
Man.
it's not about him winning the election, right? I mean, it is about that, but if he's not going to win it, then he's not going to win it. But the fact that he's still doing it is like, I look at that as like he's still creating this idea within young people that is a lot more important than just him winning the election.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I was listening to a podcast with Dan Carlin, and they were saying that the Bolsheviks in World War One, it was a podcast about World War One, and they were saying that, or I think it was Lenin, that I forget who said it. One of those guys, right, said something about the idea is worth far more. So like, they were saying something that like some of these Bolshevik people were not contaminating, but like giving the ideals to like the Hungarians and the Austro-Hungarians and German soldiers somehow, and it was like leaking into like into their community. You know what I mean?
The idea of what?
Of like Bolshevism, I guess. I don't remember.
Okay.
What is it? What's the word I'm looking for?
That was a lot. That was a lot of. He just white noise the fuck out of that.
Whatever the fuck it was. I'm not a fucking.
Yeah, but
anyway,
saying
the point
idea
is
was much more important than
Right.
the person even saying
because
it. Well,
a
that's what
person
Bernie
can
did already.
a person can die and go away, but the idea is never gonna.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, and I think that's why he's going strong still. Like
Yeah.
he's still like fuck it, like
Right.
these ideas are more important than me, and they are. I mean, I think even if like, I want Hillary to win over fucking Trump. You know, like
Right.
I mean,
yeah, I think we all
she's
do.
not my number one go-to person, but goddamn, like you're talking about a person who's not gonna. You know, Hillary's not going to bring down the country to fucking Armageddon or to some type of anarchy, you know? I mean, not to say that Trump's going to do that either. I don't think any person could fucking do that. Like,
Yeah.
no one
I
person's
mean,
going to do that.
we have to remember
to
that
this
there's
country.
3 branches
Yeah,
of government.
that's why you have those checks and balances. But
one person can fuck it up for the rest of
fuck
us.
yeah. I mean, imagine if Trump
It's like
was
that dude that
president
go-
and he says Putin's a bitch.
It's like that.
You know?
It's
And
like that
what the
dude.
hell? You know,
Right.
what
It's
do you
like that dude at a party that like has to break a window and fuck up the party for everyone else. That could potentially be Trump.
Yeah, and Hillary's going to be like, oh, shit, she's here. But she's not going to fuck up the party.
Right, because
You
she's
know?
still
Yeah.
diplomatic. Like,
Yeah,
regardless
she's-
of anything,
She's a
fucking
politician.
politician.
She has.
You know?
She knows what
You know what's
job
crazy?
she's
You
doing.
need like fucking. I saw a meme somewhere that says something about like you need 30 years of experience or you need all kinds of experience to be a fucking manager at a fucking Walgreens or some shit like that.
Are you serious?
Or no, no. Well, you do. You
Oh,
need some
okay.
kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, you need
experience, right?
experience, but
Okay,
not for president.
right. But you need zero experience
Yeah.
as a politician to be president.
Mm-hmm. Which is, when you really think of it like that, you're like, this is fucking like what? How the hell are we still following it?
Because him being a businessman
that's great.
and that those are two fucking separate
Yeah.
things. Like, there's no fucking way that you can
Yeah.
tell me that. Oh, right, you've made billions of dollars.
I went to art school, man. Now I could be a doctor if you vote me in to be a doctor.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Just vote me in.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And he's validifying his
But I think it's because people
his
don't understand what
campaign over
most people
his
don't
business
understand
rep.
what presidents do. You get what I mean?
No, absolutely
Like,
not.
most people go, oh,
That's why it's
cool.
unfair for us to judge.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, like, it's unfair for us to judge presidents that have made bad decisions in hindsight because we don't know what it was like to be in the hot seat.
Of course.
It is what it is. Like, I saw a
But you get the
documentary
best
on Discovery
information
Channel.
at hand, you know?
Yeah,
You
and at
try-
the end
you
of the
try to
and
at
at the
least.
end of the day, it's your decision.
Mhm.
How much? Imagine being in that fucking position. Fuck that. That's why
Mhm.
Joe Rogan says, "Fuck being like that's like the worst job in the world because you
It
can't
really-
you
yeah, it
can't
really
quit.
is.
You know,
Mhm.
I wouldn't want that fucking responsibility on my shoulders.
No,
I
no.
would not fucking run for president, even if you fucking
Yeah,
gave it to
I think
me.
that's what Bill Maher says. Like, oh, so you're the secretary of this one. Let's be real. Like, this is not really one of those like, not a lot of people are waiting in line to be secretary
right.
of.
yeah.
Which one was it? It
I
was,
can't remember, but
he had,
I
like long hair, I think. And
Yeah,
it was like
it was like
energy or
defense.
so- No, that's a good one. The
No,
people
no,
want
no,
the
no, no, no,
Secretary
no,
of
no, no,
Defense
no,
for
no.
this.
It's like
But he said it, and he just kind of.
oh, it was water and something, I think.
Yeah, it was something about energy.
Something like a weird. Oh, right,
But,
energy. Yeah.
like Secretary of Energy.
Maybe like
whatever,
water and energy
yeah.
or some shit.
And he's like, that's not really one of the big positions in the cabinet that
Yeah.
are really looked upon as like, whoa, that's super important, which it is obviously, but it's that thing. But even those guys need experience. Like, I'm pretty sure something great before that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
just
like,
that's just the way it is,
have,
though.
I've made billions.
And
I'm
you're-
make
and
the
you're-
country billions.
You know.
What the fuck?
you
That's
make-
your God.
Because this country is far more than just a business.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Countries
It does have
aren't
to
just
deal.
businesses; they're people too.
Right. I mean, this does have. I mean, there are certain. You have to be business minded in some cases.
Of course, but
But there's far more than that. Like
Yeah.
in the real business world, it's fucking cutthroat.
Yeah.
Like, to be that way when you're dealing with other nations that have the ability to fucking like decide to go to war with you,
Mm.
like you can't. That's why it's a difference between being cutthroat and being like diplomatic, like but stern.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
But
he's
anyway.
gonna be in the ballot, man. November.
Fuck that shit.
God.
Are you registered?
Yeah. I checked.
Nice.
I checked like 4 days ago, like in the middle of the night. Just kind of checked it. Loaded checked already too. She's registered.
Yeah.
Have you checked or anything? Or?
I haven't checked, but I think I was
Pretty
gonna.
sure you are.
Yeah.
But
I think I did. I think I registered like a while ago. I'm pretty sure I am actually.
they tend to do it like at Walmarts and stuff like that, or at the DMV.
I think I did
register.
at. Oh,
But last time
no,
when I
no.
wanted to look up was if you register in the DMV, like when you got your license.
Oh right, yeah.
If you're always registered, I think you have to move. Like if you move houses, you have to re-register because it's based on your
Someone's here.
where you live. It's based on the address. I think.
It's my dad. He's gonna open up the door. Watch.
This
This is probably a good time to end it then. You think?
53 minutes.
Yeah.